All right, friends, good morning. I am recording my screen. Hi. I'm hoping you can see this because I'm not very good at the technology. But I'm going to be doing the lesson that goes along with multiplication with models for September 7th, Tuesday, September 7th. So if you're not doing that work, then this lesson isn't going to make sense to you. So let's look at what that looks like on Google Classroom. It says math multiplication with models. You're going to click here. It's easiest to get to when you get to Google Classroom. If you just click on classwork, everything is organized by day. So here's all of the work for September 7th. Here's your instructions. Here's your attendance form. Please, 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 please fill out your attendance form. And here is your math. Somebody's already turned it in. So we're going to do a couple of problems off of this slide. If you scroll on up, there's even a couple of things that you could go ahead and get started for a few days later in the week. Don't forget to do your specials assignment. And then I've got a couple of things in here just to help you out, like text structures, posters. And if you need help with multiplication, all the way at the top of Google Classroom, not under any specific day, there is a hundreds chart here and a multiplication chart that you can open and use if you need it. Okay, so if we go to multiplication with models, it says directions for each multiplication problem, drag the circle and choose the correct answer. For problem A, you will drag the circles to create a model. And I want you to remember that when you make a model in math, that means that you are drawing a picture. So at home, you could have paper, marker, pencil, pen, whatever you want, but we're going to be creating a picture to represent multiplication. So on that slide, for A, it says complete the model for 5 times 3. Now, 5 times 3 literally means 5 groups that have 3 inside of them. So if you're going to do it on your paper, you're going to make 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Skinny one. So that's 5 groups that have 3 on the inside of them. You can think about this like bags of candy or I don't know, something you might have in your backpack. These kids, 5 backpacks, they've got 3, I don't know, sodas in each one. So 5 groups, 3 each. That's the same as 5 times 3. Now your job is to figure out how many total. And I know total is a word that we talked about that signals adding, which actually adding is the same as multiplication. It's just multiplication is a quicker way to do repeated addition. So you could do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and you would get the right answer. Or you could just skip count and skip count by 3s and get 5 times 3. So we're going to do that on our model here. And if you grab the dot, it's not just one dot, it is a lot of dots. It's sort of like a never-ending well of dots. So we're going to do the same thing right here. We're going to make groups of 3. So they've already done the group for you. We've got one group of 3. Now we've got to do another group of 3. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So you know that this answer is going to be for 5 times 3 is going to be 15, because if you look inside of all of these groups, there are 15 total once you put 3 groups, or sorry, 3 in each group when you have 5 groups. So for B, it says select each model that shows 4 times 3. So 4 groups that have 3 inside of them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that have 3 inside of them. That would work. Now this is called an array. Oops. B is called an array. And it's where we have rows and columns that represent a multiplication problem. So we've got a row, we've got 3 rows, but they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside of them. So this is 3 groups, but they have 5 in each row, so that won't work. So you're going to have to look closely at what's in those. We've got 1, 2, 3. So these all have 3 inside of them, and there are 4 rows, so 4 groups of 3. That one works. And here we've got 4 groups. That looks good, except they don't have 3 on the inside. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so that one does not work. So this lesson is all about looking very closely at groups and seeing the representations in the arrays or the models that match the multiplication, because we are just getting started with multiplication. There are not too many of them. There are only 9 slides. And if you are really struggling with putting those together, you can use the multiplication chart that is all the way at the top of your classwork thing on Google Classroom. It's not in any particular topic because you can use it any day. Or you can shoot me an email. I am available from 9 a.m. until noon. And then afternoon, I get to have lunch, and then I have meetings. So I'm less available to answer your emails and help you out. My email is kiporter@gccs. Uh-oh, ran out of room. I think that's a little bit backward. Can I flip this? Nope, I can't flip it. But it's K.I. Porter, not just K. Porter, because there are other K. Porters in the district that are not me. So if you need any help, shoot me an email, and I'll be available to help you. Miss you guys. Bye. Happy e-learning.